Testing. 1, 2, 3. What up? This is the Daily Bars podcast, and I'm your host, Nate Duncan. And this is a podcast where we basically, me personally, is going to be transparent with you and let you know my path, let you know my journey towards entrepreneurship. Hey, I'm talking to people. I'm trying to test the waters here. I'm trying to test my microphone. I'm trying to test some things here. We're going to do it ugly. That's what I'm talking about as far as doing it ugly, man. Doing it off the cuff. We're going to do it to where, hey, it may not come out the best, but we're going to make it come out. We're going to stop worrying about being perfect. We're going to stop worrying about doing things the way people tell us they're supposed to be done. We're going to do stuff, man. And hey, if it's got to work, it has to work or it has to work. One of my mentors says, he doesn't know he's my mentor, but he's my mentor. So I'm coming to you guys, man. And, you know, and I want to just bring value to you. I want to bring value to the people that are my age, 45 years old, 50 years old, late 30s. I just want to bring value to people and let them know that it's not over. It's not over. You got your whole life ahead of you. You got so many things that you can do. So that's what we're here to talk about, man. But today we're going to talk about our why. What's your why? Whatever you're doing. If it's something that you're doing as far as work, if it's something that you're doing as far as starting a business, if it's something that you're doing as far as losing weight, if it's something that you're doing to better your life, what's your why? We can break it down in so many different ways because you've got to find out your why, and then you got to find out if it makes sense. You know, we can't know or go through life not knowing what our why is. I went a long time not knowing what my why was. Seriously. I went a long time without knowing what my why was. And I had to figure out that why. Certain events happened in my life to make me figure out that why. And I'm here to let people know and to tell people like how that journey is going, how that journey is going to go. I'm going to document the process. I'm going to, bring the process to you guys, negative or positive. So our why. My why. I'm talking about my why. My why is my family. My why is my legacy. My why is freedom. My why is wanting to make money while I sleep instead of working for that money. Now, and technically, I'm working for that money, but I don't want to give up my time to make that money. That's what we're doing. We're trading time for money. We got to find things that we can do, things that we're skilled at. Man, there's so many people, man, that got gifts and they can put out a digital product and make a bucket. Oh my God, they can make a boatload of money. And I see it, but they don't have the information. Information. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. Information is our biggest expense. Lack of information is our biggest expense. The lack of information is our biggest expense. So, meaning the fact that we don't have that information is costing us. It's costing us time. It's costing us money. It's costing us the way we want to live. It's costing us, the standard of living. We have to get that information. I'm so hungry for information right now. I'm so hungry for information, and I'm hoping this episode sounds great to you with my Yeti mic. I'm hoping it does because I think I did a previous one and it was all echoes everywhere, but I'm hoping the sound quality is good for you guys. But like I said, we're doing it ugly. This is the Daily Bars podcast. We're doing it ugly. So your why. My why, like I said, is my family and my legacy. Figure out what your why is. If you went and bought that car, what was your why? We're gonna use that why in a sense with everything. Why did you go buy that car? So did you go buy that car to get to and from work, trading time in for money? It's a liability. That car is a liability. It's so crazy, man. When you open your mind up to information, you start to figure things out like that. That car is a liability. If all you're doing is driving to work, letting it sit there all day, and that's it. You're in there working, that car just sitting. And you being outside of that car is where you're making your money. Instead of you possibly turning that liability into an asset. What I mean, I know, and a lot of people, I can't assume that people hear about things. So I can't assume that people have heard of Turo. I can't assume that people have heard of HireCar. I can't assume that people have heard of these platforms like GetAround, which is not in Ohio, but GetAround is another platform where you can rent your car to individuals who need it. You can rent your car to individuals who need it. Now you got to go to these apps and figure out their rules and regulations and their terms and all that stuff. But it's a lot of people out here who have turned liabilities into assets and then have gotten more of these assets. And these assets I'm talking about are cars. We can put them on Turo. We can put them on HireCar. We can rent them out to people who need them, and you can make money from that. So let's say you do got a job and you want to rent out your car, you can Uber to work, or you can get a loved one to take you to work, or you can just buy you another car. Some people I know have extra cars sitting in their driveway and they're not doing anything with them. They're just sitting there. You can rent that car out. There's ways to rent that car out and be worry free, when you're renting that car out. So what is your why? What's your why? That why open up a whole lot of avenues. What's your why? My why for basically going to work. What's my why? To provide for my family, right? But do I want to limit myself? Do we want to limit ourselves? Sometimes going and getting that one stream of income, sometimes we're limiting ourselves. And getting access to information is the key. Getting access to information is the key to learning about different avenues and different tools out there to make money. I know a guy that's a personal trainer, man, and he's working and trading time for money, and he goes to a gym where, man, he could actually think about making it a digital product, and the dude is like, he's in real good shape. Like, hey, people will buy a product from you, whether it be a workout regimen, whether it be a nutrition or a food plan, or if you got a specialized skill set, you can monetize that. That's what I'm learning. You can use people that have those specialized skill sets to show you how to make a course, how to make some type of program. It's so many things that we can do out here, y'all. Like I say, information, lack of information is our biggest expense. I don't know why I keep stumbling over that, but it ain't a tongue twister, but it is to me, I guess, today. But that's what I want to talk about, y'all. What's our why? What's our why? Why are we doing the things we're doing to make money? What's our why? Is it our kids? So when you're going to this job, you're losing a lot of time with those kids. I did it for years. I lost a lot of time with my kids. So now I find myself trying to regain some of that with my kids. What's our why? Your why has to be bigger than you. Your kids, if you could still make money and be able to spend time with your kids, that makes sense, don't it? Wouldn't that appeal to you? Find out. Get on Instagram. Get on the internet. Get on YouTube. Get the nonsense out of your timelines. Get the nonsense out of off your phone. Get the nonsense, the games and the stuff that just kill time. I'm slowly but surely doing that. I've been running a fantasy football league for 20 years. I just gave that up because I said, you know what? I got a bigger why. Why am I playing that fantasy football? It's fun. It was cool. I won some money only a couple years. I stunk for most of the years, but it was something that passed the time. So if it's something that passing the time and it's not making me money and it's not benefiting my family, I've come to realize that it ain't for me. It ain't for me. And it's the same principle you should live by. If it's not benefiting your family, if it's not putting money in your pockets, you should really think about giving that up and figuring out what your true why is. My why is my family. My why is my legacy. My why is in my parents' remaining years not having to struggle for things. That's my why. I want freedom. I want to be able to wake up whenever I want to. Okay, full transparency here. I'm actually out right now from an injury. I'm out right now. I don't want to be out. I hurt my shoulder. I don't want to be out. I really don't want to have my shoulder hurt because I'm not in the shape that I was in pre-shoulder injury. And I hate that because I can't do what I was doing before. That brings me back to the health and wellness journey that I was on. So I'm really not wanting to go back. I mean, just being honest and just being fully transparent, I'm really not wanting to go back. So what's your why? What is your why? We're going to end it there today. But come back and I'm going to have something else for you. I'm going to bring value to you. That's what I want to do, man. I love the people. I love people who are searching for information. I want to be one of the people out here bringing that information to you. So, Daily Bars signing out. Nate Duncan, the Daily Bars Podcast. Let's go.